What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back for another Walking Dead video. I just did one, and I wanted to jump in and do this next one. But here today, actually, we did get a little bit of rumored news. As we know, there's been a whole mess of rumors going on with Walking Dead lately. With that, with today's rumor, it concerns Lucille. And as you know, I did a video the last couple days, and it's kind of out there floating around the rumor mill that the actress who played Lucille will be back for an appearance. And as you know, or if you don't know, she is the real life wife of Jeffrey Dean Morgan, who plays Negan. So having them come in and just, the chemistry is already there and everything because they are a married couple and whatnot. But we got some information regarding that appearance, or that possible appearance, because as you know, everything's rumor up until it's actually proven. But with her appearance, she's supposedly going to be in the penultimate episode, which will be episode 7, because this season is getting 8 episodes, which I'm definitely excited about because they can kind of take their time telling a little bit more story. And it kind of lends itself to say that this next season of Dead City will be far more interesting, considering they have those extra 2 episodes to work with. But with that, with Lucille coming back into the picture, at least for one episode, we can kind of predict where the story arc will go for Negan, because as you know, if you've kept up and just judging from the trailer and everything, Negan's going to go back to the old lifestyle. He's more or less being forced into it, but I think parts of it will seduce him, where he will remember what this feeling is like, remember having power over people, being responsible, being looked up to and whatnot, and just kind of idolized in a sense, because we do have Croat, who is from the early days of the Saviors, probably one of the last remaining people from that time period, as Negan was initially building himself up, building up his group, and building up that persona, where Croat just looked up to him. He thought he was an amazing leader and wanted to do everything he could to please him, even though he kind of went too far there. And we got that kind of flashback from last season where we see that he did cross the line with Negan, and Negan had to do away with him. He tried to kill him, but he ended up getting away. But with Negan's story arc and where I think it's going to go, considering they're going to possibly bring in Lucille once again, I think that he is going to go into this role again, and he's going to start to kind of fall back in love with it, even though he has come so far and he's made up for the things that he's done in the past. He's made it right with several people, including Maggie, even though she did say that she will probably always hate him, even though that she wants to move past that, but she just can't bring herself to do it. And with his role, with him stepping back into those shoes, so to speak, where he's going to be that guy again, kind of has to be. He has to put on that show, and he has to put on this presentation that I am your leader. You will fall in line with me, or there will be consequences. And so I'm very excited to see just how far into it will he go. Will he just completely revert back to that guy, and this will kind of lead him down a path of redeeming himself once again, or just where he's going to be regretful or whatnot. He's going to start to do the things that he used to make people fall in line or make people fear and respect him, and it's really going to kind of backfire on him, where he starts to have maybe nightmares or whatever, and maybe Lucille could pop up between now and then in different episodes. But with her supposedly only appearing in the penultimate, I could see him going down this path, being this guy again, doing things that he used to do to make people fear and respect him and whatnot, and then it slowly takes a toll on him. And I can see them leading all of that into the penultimate episode, where we did see that clip from the trailer where he takes the bat and he throws it. So I wonder if that's kind of the breaking point for him, where he is realizing that he can't be this guy again. He can't make people kneel before him and whatnot. He doesn't want to be kind of regarded in that manner. He doesn't want people to fear him. He doesn't want people to look at him that way, because it kind of makes him flash back to how people looked at him before. They didn't respect him. They just feared him because they knew that he was the only one that could really provide them protection and whatnot, and a place to sleep where they didn't have to worry about being killed in the middle of the night or whatever. But I can see him playing that role again, and then getting to that point where he has a hallucination. And I think this is how they're going to do it, where Lucille's going to show up and just be kind of disgusted with him. Like, you left your family, you had since moved on from me, since I'd passed and everything, and then you made up for the things you did. You made things right with people that you had wronged in the past, and you had a new family. You got a new wife, you had a child, and then you just turn your back on them just to turn into this guy again. So I can see him really kind of guilt tripping him, and then him becoming disgusted with himself and realizing this is not right. This is not what I want to be again, because it's just a dark path. It will lead you nowhere. Eventually, just like it did with Rick and his group, he's probably going to run into a group that see that he is this dictator of sorts, where he's going to have to probably go to war again, and he probably doesn't want to do that. He doesn't want to be responsible for getting people killed, because he's not that guy anymore. So I'm definitely excited to see if that's how they do it. I think that's the best way. I think it makes the most sense to have her visit him in a dream, or just be a hallucination and just being outright disgusted. It's like, you can't be this guy. You've already walked away from this life once before. You need to do it again. You need to go find your family and be a man and step up. And I really think that's what it's all about him accepting responsibility and being the better person that she knows that he can be. And I think that's what leads up to that moment where he's like, you know what, fuck this, and he throws that bat against the wall or whatever, just realizing that he's been down this road before and it didn't end well. So I'm, like I said, I'm very excited for Dead City Season 2. I think that's going to have a lot going on. I think it has a lot of potential to be really good, because the first season was good, but diving more into hopefully Negan's past, or just his state of mind or whatever, as he's building up this new group or whatever. And so it should make for a really good season. And just, I think with all of that, with him deciding to turn his back on that life once again and go pursue his family, I think it could be a way for him to really get closure on it, to take out Croat, to take out probably Bruegel, because I don't see him being a character that's making past this one season, and just really shut the door on that part of his life and be the man that Lucille knows he can be, because he did kind of demonstrate that, or show that he could. After the world ended, it was only then that he realized how horrible he had been to Lucille. He had cheated on her and whatnot, and then he treated her like gold and really tried to make up for being that. And that was the tipping point where he lost her, and he's like, well, I guess I have nothing to be good for, so I'm going to be this horrible person that's going to make people pay for that took part in her death and whatnot. So there's just a lot I think they can explore about his history, his subconscious, his state of mind, all of it, and creating the path forward for him. But anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope this all does kind of play out that way. But if you did, you enjoy these types of videos, you enjoy Walking Dead content, please be sure to leave a like, leave a comment, consider subscribing, and coming back for more just like this. And I will see you next time. So take care. Bye.